Hello, welcome to the next episode. We are now playing in the 1120 range. I'll be playing all the way from 500 up to 1600 to show you how I got to 1600 and to show you that it's actually not that difficult. I always say this to my friends. I feel like chess really only begins at 1500, so I actually still feel like a beginner. Because until then, people easily blunder. And I always make the anecdote that it's kind of the same. Wait, I just need to think for a sec. That's the move. Now I'm gonna take. That's just a free pawn now. You have to take with the pawn. This is exactly what I mean. When you play. Can I check? No. Oh, I think that wins a knight, right? Because if I check, if he goes back to block that, he loses it like that. If he defends with the bishop, he loses the knight. I think that just wins the knight. So if you just know your opening and you don't blunder in the early to the mid game, the other person will just blunder up until like 1200 easily. It's not until 1600 that I feel like I lose games because they positionally are playing very good chess, if that makes any sense. It's really bad for him now because, well, I'm a knight up and you offer me a trade. So of course I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna threaten your pawn now. Probably, yeah. There, castle. Okay. Oh, that would have been bad if he moved that quickly. Oh no, I could have not played that actually. Pony there in castle. Okay, trade even more material. You're down in material. I don't know what you're trading for, but I honestly don't even need to castle anymore because we are in the getting into the end game now. So I just want my king to be active. So I'm going to not give him control over this file. Okay, I'm not going to give control over this file. He just traded the last pieces. It's very dumb. And he resigned. Okay. We'll just do another one because it was a bit too fast. Person from Belgium. I'm actually from Belgium, but I live in Australia, so I use the Australian flag. So yeah, when I always play the same openings, he's probably looking for that. I don't mind that. If he plays that in there, it's all good. I can also just play that because I wanted to trade his bishop for that knight anyway, so I may as well. So yeah, when you always play the same openings, then you get familiar to the most common responses to those openings, and it's less likely to blunder in the early to mid game, and it makes it more likely for the other person to blunder. So here again, I'm familiar with this move. It can check me here and win my bishop. Not really, because I can play knight here, but then he can take this pawn. So it's just uncomfortable. So to prevent all of that jam, what am I gonna play? I think pawn here is the move, right? That should be the move. He cannot check anymore because he'll obviously just... There's a tactic here. He can play knight there, and then if I take, he checks, and oh no, he's not even gonna win it back. Okay, I can attack the queen, but he's probably just gonna take it with the knight. So not really seeing any moves, so maybe just finish my development. Could kick this knight out, but just starting to push pawns without a solid plan, I can easily just hang those pawns. So I think I'm just gonna play my pony. He's probably gonna castle, I am anticipating. Okay, opposite castling, let's go. So it's gonna be a violent game. He's gonna start sending his pawns down. Okay, he attacks the center. I'm gonna play queen here. Wait, do I want to play? Because after takes, or if I push? Yeah, because after takes, He's probably gonna go for this bishop now. This pawn, ooh, these pawns are gonna come down fast, so I'm gonna still keep the option open to castle long if I need to. There, takes. Nah, I'm just gonna lose a pawn. Crap, because that would have been nice. Takes, and sorry. Jump, takes, and then support it with this pawn, and this kind of consolidates, and it stops his attack. Because his attack is coming fast. My attack should be coming fast now as well, unless if he can block the pawns. I need to be smart with how I push them. But yeah, I cannot play there. So he's probably gonna push again. Yeah. And if I now play knight here and then there, then again I will lose that pawn. So it's dangerous. It is a bit dangerous. Gonna have to move all the way there, I'm afraid. It's doing a good job. I have to retreat my pieces. No problem. My king is still in the center, so I need to do something about that. That's just a pawn, right? It should be just a pawn. I'm thinking, is there something that I'm missing? After that, he cannot go there because I'll take it with the queen, so that's just a pawn. Okay. Don't really see if that he has anything. I'm just gonna castle along, I think, and I'm chilling. Here I'm happy to just play this, because if he takes, that's just gonna fix my pawn structure. Oh, not really, actually. No, it won't, sorry. Don't need to take that here. I do want to start bringing my queen back in the game though, because this diagonal is controlled. That doesn't work, because takes. I'm gonna head down. It's a bit of a defensive move. Crazy position. I cannot move this away because this knight is under attack. Hectic position. Wow. Really intense positions here. I am 2 pawns up. But if he takes that and I take that and he takes that, then I'm gonna be in trouble. Because this queen and rook battery is gonna absolutely kill me. So I'm trying to see check, but it doesn't do anything because the king can escape there. But then I can play queen there. And if he takes queen, that's quite good, so I can get into an endgame with him. Otherwise I'm just gonna get steamrolled here. If I can get the queens off the board, I'm chilling. Or hopefully at least I am, but I should be fine. Yeah, we're chilling now. If he takes, I take the queen first. If he takes, I take this and I'm good. Okay, he's that reluctant to trade queens. Can just add another attacker first, right? Before I do anything. Yeah, he's doing the right thing by not trading. Because he's down in material. Going there doesn't work. I was thinking then take the... Okay, so he saw through my plan. I could go there, because then same principle, takes. I will lose a pawn, but the danger is off the board, which is the #1 priority now. Because he's... I mean, I could also argue I have a lot of offense going, I can focus on that. So my queen is at the moment safe, but if he adds an attacker on my queen, for example, like that, that could be uncomfortable. But then I guess I could play that. And then game goes on again, takes, I'm chilling. So I'm gonna add an attacker here. I feel like this might backfire. He cannot take now because his queen will be hanging. Oh, he can actually. Whoa. He could have taken. See, it could have backfired, I knew. Because if he takes, then I take. Then he takes. Then he would have won a bishop. And the thing is, I cannot let him take and take, because I will lose. And I can also not take first here because he will take with check. So that was dangerous. That was a reveal attack on the queen, but it was not supported by my queen, which was the danger. But now that's going to change. No, it's not. Oh my god, I've played a terrible, terrible move. I played an absolute stinker of a move here. I was thinking for a moment there, does he have any checks? He doesn't have checks. But that's just a reveal attack. It's a free pawn for him, and my clock is bleeding like a madhouse. Oh, I can sack. Of course I can sack. Let's go. Yes, I'm glad that came to me. The reason I can sack is if he takes, I'll take. And if he takes now, I'll take this, and I'm chilling. Let's go. Brilliant move. Brilliant move. Let's go. Okay, I'm just gonna bring the king. He's done. Don't know why he's still trying. I just need to stay on the light squares and he's gonna be done. He's gonna try and defend, but he can't. Can't get in anywhere, so this pawn is dropping. Oh, he can defend there. Oh, I can just walk this pawn in. No problem. Just move that pawn in. He thinks I can't make progress. I have a pony hopping around. Of course I can make progress. He cannot go there. And there is his bishop going. Now he will probably resign. Surely that was a brilliant move. It's gonna say brilliant. He resigned. Show me the brilliancy. One moment. Okay, no brilliant move. But it was a great move. That's funny. My girlfriend's laughing at me because I got no brilliant move. She's basically roasting me. Okay. So the reason I could sack here is because if he dares to touch this, I'm taking that with check. Right, so that's basically a free bishop that I win there. And what else was going on there? if he took first, which is what he did, then I will just take there, which is what I did, and then I'm still up a bishop. If he takes, I take, and from there it was just game over. So he played well though. He had put a lot of pressure on me. My clock was bleeding like a madhouse, but luckily I managed to stay composed. I didn't castle into this because I knew that was going to be a horrendous play. And here I was quite lucky because a lot of material flew off the board, and I didn't really calculate too far ahead. So here it was very tricky with that queen and rook barreling down. Here he knew I was looking for the queen trade. Very well done from him to not accept it, because it cost me a lot of time here again, a minute and a half. Take. And yeah, that was the end of it. As soon as I found that sacrifice, we knew it was the end. Very good. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.